everybody, welcome to another edition of Natural Crafts and Recipes. Today we're going to make these amazing pine cone roses for Valentine's Day. The thing is, it's so simple. You just need pine cones, some sticks, paint, and a drill. So what we're going to do is, first off, we're going to drill holes in the bottom of the pine cones. Now I clipped off that little pine cone stem, and I just made sure that the drill holes were a little bit bigger than what the stem was, so that way when I put the glue in, it's going to fit in there nicely, but it's going to stay attached. Now if you don't have a drill bit, you could just glue the pine cone to the stem, but I do find that drilling the hole makes it very solid. So now we're on to painting. And even though I started painting from the bottom, I realized very quickly it made more sense just to paint all the tops of the pine cones, and then we would do the bottoms after we attached them to the dogwood stems. And I'll show you later how to find dogwood in nature. But look how cute these look in vases, even without the stems. But I did want to finish off the roses. So all I did was I took some glue from my glue gun, attached it to the top of the stem, and then stuck it in those holes that we've already created. And it stuck very nicely, and it stayed really solid. So if you have one that's a little bit bigger than the holes that you were drilling, just give it a small slice, and then that way it's small enough to be able to fit in that hole as well. So that's a quick little tip, just in case there's one hole that wasn't big enough for a dogwood branch. And then just go to town, fill all of your pine cones with their stems, and then we moved on to the painting. Now, as you can see from the pine cones I painted, I took the time to paint right down into each of all the pine cones to make sure that it was really covered nicely. And for those of you who don't have access to pine cones or dogwood, you can go to the dollar store, and often they have pine cones in bags that you can purchase, or any kind of craft sticks that they have. You can use those as the stems. But as I said, I'll show you at the end how to find dogwood in nature, so when you're on your next nature walk, you can just take your clippers and you'll know what to look for. And the painting is a great activity for the kids to do. So if you're looking for crafts for them, this is a great part of this craft that they can do. And look how gorgeous they look once they're finished. So if you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell, because every time we have a new Natural Crafts and Recipes video, it'll be coming straight to you. And if you want some tips on finding dogwood in nature, here it is. We're going to look for the red dogwood that's out in the fields or on the side of the road, in culverts, somewhere where it's a little bit moist, but they really show their colors in the winter. There's a ton along here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for ones that are really tall and straight. They don't and approximately the same diameter and size. And remember to get them long enough so that they're going to be able to stand above the edge of your vase. So don't forget to take your clippers the next time you're out for a nature walk, and collect a few extra dogwood stems, because we're going to be making dogwood placemats and table runners coming up in our next video.